Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooter's gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. Grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want about the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path. If you want it bad, I'm gonna show you where it's at. Yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done. I'll be number
Nothing plugged into the CPU fan pins or the chassis fan pins. Not only is this giant fan still spinning, it's keeping the computer cool under 100% load at around.
Welcome to TikTok, the premier source for AI slop and brain rot, and for half of US Americans, the news. But can we trust any of it? Welcome to Tech Court, TikTok, where I'll be trying your tech hacks and determining whether you're free to go or free to go straight to jail. The whole platform's on trial. First up is Mr. Yeaster.
Generated from its own CPU, which honestly is working way better than I expected. Despite nothing plugged into the CPU fan pins or the chassis fan pins, not only is this giant fan still spinning, it's keeping the computer cool under 100% load at around 66 degrees Celsius.
Well,
Also,
depends
with no
what
thermal
CPU
throttle.
you're
So
running.
how in the world is this possible?
How is it possible? To see if he's a fraud, I bought the exact same model as he has.
It's a tech.
It is.
But like TEC, a thermoelectric cooling element. We've got a hot side, that's gonna come from our CPU. We've got a cold side, that's gonna come from this heat sink here, which will be cooled by the fan that is powered by the voltage that is generated by the hot and the cold side on either side of this Peltier module.
Yeah, so typically you put these on top of like wood-burning stoves or furnaces to help circulate the heat around the room, not to like actively cool anything.
What were you thinking putting it on a Threadripper, sir?
I think it's actually gonna give it a better chance because we have way more surface area.
That's gotta be like a 35-watt CPU. That
Yeah,
he's
I don't
using.
know, man.
All right, that's enough. I'm gonna give her the old splooshy.
You can give her what?
How much heat does it need to start spinning? Like, she's getting warm, brother.
It's peaked at 94 and I think it,
Ooh!
now we're cooking with electricity.
This right here is a tiny fraction of the amount of surface area that a CPU like this would need in order to be cooled. Whoop, sorry.
We're currently pulling 106 watts.
It literally smells hot. We have not thermal throttled yet. We haven't hit proc hot.
We're damn close.
This is so stupid. Bear in mind that this is on a 1070. If we had a better GPU, we would be pushing our CPU harder to keep up with it.
Do you want to try a full CPU load?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm really sure. This is that's the fact that this worked at all. I say we call it a win.
What's the verdict?
Not guilty of spreading tech misinformation.
I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it.
Wait, what? He's doing it. Why are you doing that?
I want to
You can't
see.
do that.
I want to see. Are you sure you haven't throttled yet?
Yeah, the package power is 80 watts. So it's definitely thermal throttling. It's just not being indicated by that. Ow!
Why would you touch it?
Because I wanted to know how hot it was.
Bro, it says right here how hot it is. It's on the screen.
Let's turn it off before it dies.
No, don't turn it off because this is gonna be our CPU cooler for the rest of the time.
Why would this be our CPU cooler for the rest of the time?
Because that's all I prepared for the video.
No, you prepared one other thing. You prepared this segue to our sponsor.
Squarespace. Your business or brand needs a web page to act as a home base for any potential customers or clients. Squarespace has a full suite of easy-to-use tools to get you started. Check them out using our link down below.
All right. Beebaloha. What, did I say it wrong?
It sounds like you were summoning something. I don't know. It's like a beam
Did you know that if you press the Windows key plus R, then type this command and hit enter, you'll open the hidden in video folder? Then just enter both folders and delete everything inside. These are just cache files your graphics card doesn't need. This can fix random stutters, reduce lag, and even boost your FPS.
You are so full of What?
That is malicious. One, There's like multiple levels where it's wrong.
No, we can't. We can't pass judgment. We gotta try it. First, we have to enter the matrix with Windows R. Ooh, hotkeys.
There's a scary amount of these that start with open up Windows R and run what I tell you to run.
Oh, the hidden video folder.
Then just enter both folders and delete everything inside. So press Control A.
To be clear, it's not gonna do anything.
What do you mean? It's gonna get rid of stutters and reduce lag and
No, it
even
isn't.
boost your FPS.
No, it isn't. I'm entering all 3 folders for bonus
I don't know if you
points.
said that, man.
Well, there's the game running like it did before.
Beautiful.
Truly. Guilty.
Rule of thumb, if something says Windows plus R and then type anything in, don't do it until you know what it does. And if they say delete a bunch of stuff, also don't just listen. Don't just take their word. One thing you'll notice across a lot of these TikTok hacks is that they tell you to do stuff and they give you zero explanation, which I think is a big problem.
People know you can do this. Go to your desktop and create a new folder. When renaming this folder, enter the following code, which I'll place in the captions and a pinned comment. It needs to be exactly this code that you paste as your folder name. Then press enter. You will notice that doing this changes the folder icon, indicating
now
it
it's a
worked.
control panel
Now,
icon.
when you open it, you will see this. Simply all your computer settings in one place. This is known in tech as God mode.
I'm sorry, is the sales pitch that the control panel is God mode for Windows? 55,000 likes.
Someone type it for me, please.
Here's a brilliant idea. I bet you could type this a lot faster. Wow. There, that was less work to type than whatever bullshit he did to make that folder. Okay, let's play around with it. Maybe we've judged it too hastily, Adam. I've got it set up now. Ah, yes. Play CDs or other media automatically.
Do you think it has quick share settings?
Windows to go startup options? Dude, do you remember Windows to go?
I remember the settings. I don't even remember what it is.
Yeah, see, it just brings up the modern control panel.
So he does promise that all of your settings are in here. Is not the case. Many settings are in here.
No, I don't even think display settings are in here, which I would consider to be fairly basic. Like anything new, like HDR, is not going to be in here. Manage storage spaces. Okay, let me create a pool.
Yeah, don't mess with that. It's honestly how I kind of wish control panel would be organized, though.
Yes and no. I actually am at peace with the modern one these days. It's not bad.
The settings menu versus the control panel. I'm talking specific control panel. But I find the settings menu has its own problems.
I find the settings menu does have issues, particularly around things like audio. I also hate how deep you have to go to get to things like refresh rate, but it's still better than it used to be. To me, refresh rate is basic display.
Please let me open 2 settings windows. You're called Windows.
Tabbed. Tabbed, maybe.
Ooh. So what's the verdict?
Guilty.
What's the sentence? 3 rounds of Dota with a feeder. Okay? And they're long rounds. Your team does not know how to end.
Oh my God. Anything that starts with someone in a hoodie at a keyboard is just...
Start by going to your keyboard. Then click the Windows button plus R. Now
Start
type
by
in
going to your keyboard?
ncpa.cpl. Click on OK. Now go to your Wi-Fi device. Then click on Wireless Properties.
Oh my
go to the
God.
security page.
Hold on.
Then click
Pause
on
this.
Show.
There's so many problems already. Is that really the fastest way to open the network control panel? No. Also, buddy, you couldn't even be arsed to like edit having the window within your narrow screen recording strip? You gotta like wait a second and move it over?
Also, here's the crazy thing. He's using Windows 11. Do you want to see how you see your Wi-Fi password in Windows 11? You click on the Wi-Fi, you go to the network. Oh, we have to be signed in. No, give me a second.
Wow, what a tech tip.
Give me a second. If you're not signed in, you can't get the Wi-Fi password. Let's clarify that.
You can. We did a whole video on war driving where we made a Wi-Fi password cracking van. You guys can check that out. We'll link it down below.
That would actually be a tech tip that feels illegal to know. But in Windows 11, if you're connected to your network, you just go to the Wi-Fi quick settings, you click the I, and then you say Wi-Fi network password, and you click show.
And then you can like just scan it with your device, which is way better than whatever we're about to see over here.
You don't need to type in the run window.
Unhack your hacked PC.
Click on OK. This will take you to a page where you will find the list of users that have full access to your PC. Just remove any of them that you don't know, and the person will no longer have access to your computer.
So my computer's hacked, but I totally have full access to an administrator account that I can use to remove the extra user accounts that the hacker made for reasons.
Every single time I hack a computer, I always make a new underprivileged user account.
Guilty.
70. How powerful is your PC? Let's check it out. Go open PowerShell and type this command.
If I didn't like people opening up the run window and typing in random things, I definitely don't like them doing that with PowerShell.
And hit enter. It will display your system performance score. Score more than 8 is for high-end games,
Buddy, what are you talking
4K
about?
video editing, and heavy...
Is this the old Windows Vista system assessment? This thing still exists?
Apparently they upgraded it to go to 9.9 for Windows 8. I had no idea.
Also, it was useless when it came out because they had no way of knowing how to balance that single score for every possible use case. And I gotta imagine it is way more useless today than it was back then. Guilty. I sentenced him to no GUI for 1 year.
No GUI?
He has to do everything in the PowerShell.
Whoa, uh-oh.
PC's performance. Press Windows and R and type msconfig. Go to boot, then click on advanced options. Change the number of processors to the highest one. Press Control, Shift, and Escape. Go to the Details tab and find your game. Right-click on it and change the set priority to high. Press Windows and search Startup Apps. Then turn off any app you do not need right when you turn on your PC.
Couple things here. First of all, your computer has all of its cores regardless of what you're doing in there. Number two is I actually do not recommend playing around with process priority unless there is a specific issue that you're trying to troubleshoot. Finally, what was the last thing you did?
It remove startup apps.
I mean, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's not going to boost your FPS.
No, but it might reduce your startup time.
Yeah.
And it could reduce your RAM usage, which could, if you're like right on the edge, help with performance.
I did a little bit of investigating into the boot processors. You really actually should not touch that at all. If you change your hardware configuration, it will screw a lot of things up because it's going to try and load up a 12-core configuration, and if you switch to an 8-core CPU,
right,
you're gonna just get a blue screen, you're gonna get boot looping. It can also mess up your BIOS.
That even ignores that not all processors use all of the same types of cores. For instance, Intel processors have P and E cores, which it uses Thread Director to dynamically work with Windows to assign the correct tasks to the correct cores. So I don't know that this would f that up, but it definitely won't help.
Yeah, just don't mess with it.
Guilty.
1 day blinding stew. Soup that makes you blind for 1 day. Put the headphones on.
On the live screen, hold the shift key, don't let go. Press the power icon in the corner, then restart. Whoa, once you're in the blue screen, click on troubleshoot, advanced options, command prompt. Now type this command, yo. Type notepad, then go to file and open, bro. This PC, then the drive where the windows show. Click Windows System 32, then change to all files. Look for util, man. Right click, copy the name, bro. Rename it to util, man. To then look for CMD next. Rename it to util, man. Exit, click continue, reset. Back to the login, click the small man. CMD opens, type net user. Look for the user that you're using. Yeah, type net user, name and start. Press enter, then enter again and submit. In the bar, once you're in, go to files. This PC, then the boot drive. Windows System 32, then look for util mon. Copy and paste it in the System 32. Then rename it CMD. Now guess what? Now you're through. Yes, I got my PC back, man, bro. You have no idea
So
how much
many
helped me,
steps.
bro.
RapTech PCs, you know what? I love the style. Have to confess, I haven't played around with user account recovery in quite a while. That might work. It's almost certainly not the least convoluted way to do it, but I had more fun than I ever have before learning about PCs. Innocent. Oh.
One day grind and stew. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Actually, I changed my mind. Guilty of too much charisma.
Oh.
Right.
One day grinding stew.
Oh my God. Get out. Stop touching my stuff with that. Oh.
Okay.
All right, Jay's Tech. It's not literally correct, but it is correctly illustrative, sort of. You cannot experience a higher refresh rate on a lower refresh rate display. So effectively, what's been done here is multiplying the number of cursors that I'm seeing as though I had a high refresh rate monitor and I was dragging my cursor and then I was seeing the persistence of that across the trail with each refresh of the display. So that's like kind of what we're looking at here, but that's something that you kind of feel and experience. It's not something that you can see like this.
It's just motion blur.
Yes. I see what they were trying to illustrate.
It's just that you're not watching this TikTok on a 480 hertz monitor, and you're not watching it at 480 hertz.
Yes.
I didn't realize how many of these are from RTC tutorials. These guys were just hugely popular.
Make your Windows 11 run at its maximum power. On your search bar, type View Advanced System Settings. Then click Settings, choose Adjust for Best Performance, and click Apply, then OK.
Just, you know,
by doing this, it will remove unnecessary items from your PC and achieving optimal performance.
That's fine.
It does not make Windows 11 run at maximum power.
No, but what it does is it makes your PC feel a little bit more responsive. So while I wish that they were honest about what you were actually doing, I don't mind that tech tip. It's just, yeah, nothing to do with what they say it is. Mistrial, double jeopardy.
This is not an optimization. Doing this is not an optimization either. This one doesn't help performance at all. And this, it just adds more overhead. Most PC tweaks don't change performance. They just give you a placebo effect. The real optimizations happens at the driver level. By default, NVIDIA installs telemetry overlays and background services. They stay running even while you're gaming. Removing what you don't need reduces overhead and stabilizes frame pacing.
Okay, maybe a little bit. It depends on what you have enabled. Like if you have, for instance, NVIDIA's feature where you can be continuously screen capping and then you can like rewind a little bit and capture, yeah, is it called replay?
I hope so.
Like if you have that running, there can be situations where you're in a very graphically intensive scene and that little bit of extra overhead for running replay could cost you a little bit of performance. But from my understanding, that's something you have to enable. So if you don't know what that stuff is, it shouldn't be on.
NVIDIA help pack.
After you NVIDIA help pack.zip.
Open and reclaim install.
Wait, am I downloading this from him?
Yeah.
Go get it at Tech Power Up. Do not download it from random anywhere else. Tech Power Up, I trust.
I appreciate at the start where he's like, all of these things that we have seen in a few TikToks are not actually things that optimize your PC.
Yeah.
This is something that can have an impact. And the NVClean install utility can be useful.
Yes.
Don't like the come to my Discord and download the file for me.
Verdict. Hung jury. And stop putting it near my my tool chest over there.
Microsoft has a setting called Fast Startup, which is enabled by default. It's essentially just a sleep mode disguised as your PC shutting down. And this means that your PC is never fully shutting down, even when you tell your PC to shut down. The feature speeds up boot times after a shutdown by saving the Windows kernel and drivers to a hibernation file, rather than like fully closing everything.
This is a really solid tech tip.
It just loads this saved state and skips the usual hardware initialization and reloading. This makes your boot time faster, but it can end in potential file system corruption. It can cause issues with you accessing your BIOS, and it doesn't really benefit you if you're booting from an SSD since those are fast anyway. Here's how to disable Fast Startup.
This is pretty solid. Yes, Fast Startup can cause issues. No, it doesn't usually cause issues. And if you really want to make sure that you don't have any issues, you can just do a reboot. Fun fact, shutdown will engage Fast Startup. A restart will not. Not guilty and excellent hair.
crusty, water-cooled PC, and he hasn't changed the liquid in 3 years.
Yeah, so. As an influencer, I understand the need to, whoa, react to stuff. Like, I can't believe that. A computer that's still working after 3 years?
He uses his PC every single day like nothing's wrong.
Dad, do you have anything to say for yourself?
Yes, I neglected my PC, my beautiful build.
At this point, I don't know if I should be disappointed or impressed that this thing is still running.
You know what? The wheels on that big of a case, that heavy, putting it on casters, actually genius idea.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
That's great. This I've never seen us do. Using the data vac to empty a loop.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, sure. Hit me.
Whoa! This is getting a little aggressive.
Wow! Gotta admit, all these years, it never occurred to me to do anything other than just blow on it. Wicked smart and not full of bacteria.
That's a good tech tip.
Verdict, not guilty.
A new computer for your dad.
Yeah, also your dad's computer is fine. Matt's Computer Services says avoid used gaming PC scams.
As the computer seems to be completely disconnected from the monitor, and the only thing to fix this is to manually shut the system off before turning it back on, where the PC boots up like nothing ever happened. So what's going on here? Well, we can easily find out by clicking the Windows icon on our keyboard and typing in reliability history and selecting the best.
Okay, yeah, reliability history is a really, really great tool for tracking down especially intermittent errors with your system. It doesn't log everything.
No.
But it logs a lot. This is a really great video.
Yeah.
Also, that old school cool ModMat Extreme, nice.
All of his content that I've seen is really, really well done, really informative.
Outstanding.
Shout out Matt's Computer Services.
Guilty of being knowledgeable and awesome.
You're sentenced to a free, we should send him a screwdriver.
Sure, yeah, we could send him a screwdriver, why not?
We're gonna send you a screwdriver.
Yeah, let's go.
Do you think we should maybe be making more TikTok content? Like, we need to help clean it up? Or do you think it's in the right hands? It seems like
there's good stuff.
Yeah.
There's good stuff. Frodo's doing a great job. Also, Buddy with the tech repair shop, love him.
Yeah. You seem really defeated. Are you gonna be okay?
No, they're there.
What's down there?
My feet. I have not been defeated.
I thought you were just pointing to that segue. To our sponsor.
Squarespace. Do you have a hobby or a business but no website to back it up? Come on. Get it together, man. Squarespace is the all-in-one website building platform that has helped so many people build fully custom websites for their business, including our Linus Media Group website. Start by telling Squarespace what you need a website for, then tell them what you're hoping to achieve, then you're ready to start picking from templates and getting your page off the ground. Right on their platform, you can measure end-to-end online performance with their website and seller analytics. Before you even design your website, you can punch in a URL and Squarespace will be able to help you find the right domain just for you. Start building your website today and receive 10% off your first purchase by visiting squarespace.com/LTT.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this TikTok hacks, why don't you watch the previous TikTok hacks? It's also full of dumb.
Hi, YouTube. There is no way this is going. The whole point is that this isn't good for YouTube. Why would this go on YouTube? Why would this be a YouTube video? I don't believe you. It's not that difficult. I don't know if it's difficult or not. So there's this cool program called Strudel. I found this, and I want to give all credit to them. Hopefully they are okay with me showing this on stream. I gotta show this to you because I don't know if you guys know, bit of a techno fan. So I had not heard of this, but this is a JavaScript app library, and you write lines of code that represent different instruments doing different things.
There were 5 notes, 0, 4, 0, 9, 7. 16 notes in the scale of G minor. Subtract 1 octave. The sound was a sawtooth wave.
Who doesn't love going to a movie theater to watch a movie? I mean, I know I do, but movie theater to watch a movie. I mean, I know I do, but the one issue I have is never knowing which theater to go to. Well, that issue is about to be solved because I will be testing every single movie theater I could find today, ranging from a 4D theater in which the seats actually move as you watch the movie to correspond with the action, all the way to a $1,000 private suite that you could rent out and have a 3-course meal while you watch your movie. So we have a ton of movies to watch, so without further ado, grab your popcorn and let's do this.
So the first theater we're at is Regal in Times Square, and this is a 4DX theater, which means that it has a lot of special effects added to it. So think 3D, but then go down one more dimension to 4D, and that's what this theater has.
So it's a fully multi-sensory experience. You get things like wind, water, and I think like your seat shakes like crazy. So I'm excited to try this one out because this theater is one of a kind. There's only a few. So let's go inside and watch Avatar nonetheless in this 4D theater. All right, so we just checked in, so we are officially inside of the Regal. It's just like a classic Regal cinema. In the lobby here, you'll see they have some like crane games, for instance. So you could spend some time at the movie theater doing anything but watch a movie. So you can play one of these 3 games. I'm sure they have like arcade games somewhere. And then also, of course, concessions. And I see a photo booth over there too. So some fun things. So I'm gonna go for like different themed movie foods here. So I see right off the bat like an Anaconda themed popcorn cup. Then they have some like Cheetos and Doritos nacho combo, which looks bad, but I think that's why I have to get it. This is literally Doritos and Flamin' Hot Cheetos with a side of cheese sauce, and it's $10 and they just call it nachos. This might actually be like the biggest scam I've ever seen. But with this, we also got a SpongeBob popcorn bucket and then 2 Wicked Ices that are pink and green. So a lot of themed food here. I do like that. I like how Regal is theming things. No butter. If you get butter on your popcorn, you're nasty. Thank you. Ooh, this is a very cool bucket. I didn't see the new SpongeBob movie yet, but I imagine this is very on theme. Walk the plank. I like how it's see-through. This is a collector's item. A little popcorn test. Let's see if their popcorn's good here at Regal. So here at Regal, I mean, look how cool this is. So I have Patrick on this like holographic icy cup, and this is for the SpongeBob movie. And then I also have SpongeBob, but then inside of these, it's kind of like Movieception. So inside of the SpongeBob collectible items, we have Bubblegum Pink Galinda from Wicked Icy. So I'm gonna give that a try first. Very pink lemonade-y, which is good. And then in this one, green for Elphaba from Wicked. I also just realized the details of this. He's like eating popcorn. Look how cute. And then he's drinking a soda. Let's try the green here. Oh, that's good. The green's good. The green is better than the pink. All right, good start. Popcorn's good. I really like the different themes and like the different collectible items you get here. And then as far as the nachos go, I mean, honestly, this might be the weak spot, but go ahead and try this. Bon appetit. Just spicy nacho Doritos with cheese. They might have been cooking with this. Now let me try the Flamin' Hot Doritos with cheese. I hate to admit it, they were right. That slaps. So simple, does not look appetizing, but tastes great. Really surprised with the food here, although it was $36, which is very expensive for all of this. Now let's head into the theater, because the 4DX screen is what we're really here for. So the 4DX theater is upstairs in like an entirely separate floor, so I don't know if it's like a mega theater or something, but the fact that this has its own floor must mean that this thing's gonna be huge. All right, here we go, here we go. There it is, 4DX, brought to you by Pepsi. So we're in theater 12. Spoiler alert, the movie started probably like an hour ago, so we're probably gonna be halfway through the movie. But then again, trailers are like 45 minutes nowadays. Oh, here it is. This is like a stadium. Look at the entrance. This is like a movie theater entrance. All right, I'm probably gonna have to be a little bit quiet because we're about to enter a movie that has already started. Let's head in. This is actually crazy. When he shoots, it lights up and the seats vibrate as well. Oh no. Dude, how is this even legal? I can only imagine what the water is gonna be like. This is crazy. Okay, I have a feeling the water's coming soon. They're gonna like fall and I bet you there's a big splash. I'll keep you posted. Oh, I'm getting wet. I'm getting wet. I'm getting wet. So that was Regal and the 4DX experience. I would say pretty good overall. I actually really liked the food and the concessions. I thought the theater was like a stadium, basically, something I've never seen. But the actual 4DX, I mean, to pay $70, I think it was, and then to get like a headache and motion sickness really isn't worth it. I just don't love 3D either, so that didn't help too much. Definitely gimmicky, but hey, not for me. Could be for somebody else. This is one of the highest end theaters in the entire United States. It's called Metro Private Cinema, and it's exactly like like it sounds like. This theater is basically an entire private home theater for you to sit in. It's like a pod for 12 people. They give you dining. You can watch whatever movie you like. But the only downside is it comes at a steep price because we are paying $850 for the experience we're about to show you. So let's go inside and see what this movie theater experience entails. Okay, so we just checked in and right now we are sitting in a bar area. So a little bit surprising. So this is the entrance to the theater. We're in just like a really cool, kind of like a speakeasy vibe, it feels like. But the movie theater is the speakeasy because you have to walk in. But you said our server is coming over. So I think he's gonna get us like drinks or something like that. I have no idea. Hey, how are you?
Pretty good. Sam over here?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Hey Sam, how's it going? I'm Clay.
Hey, nice to meet you, Clay.
Nice to meet you too.
How are you?
You guys want to go to your suite?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Cool. All right, heading to the suite now.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hi, how are you?
All right, so now that we're all situated, let me give you the spiel. First course is already on the table. I'll just explain what you got in front of you.
Okay.
Here we have a nice charcuterie board. Comes with a selection of cured meats. Also got a selection of cheeses. Over here we have a winter squash hummus. Over here we have pani puri. It's an Indian style street food, and that's your first course.
All right, amazing. Thank you. All right, guys, so I kid you not, this is our private cinema. I want to show you because there's so much stuff in here. So just to start, you saw the explanation of all the food that we have. So we have an entire dinner coming and then the movie starts. This is like experience is probably 4 or 5 hours, honestly. The screen is behind here, so we're not going to see this until ultimately we're finished with the food. But in the meantime, they have a record player here and it's got Nancy Sinatra and like a bunch of different classic records here. And then these are all the drinks. We have a spread of 2 red wines, 2 white wines, still and sparkling water, and just like a whole slew of beverages. When it is time to ultimately watch the movies, there's like a bunch of really soft blankets here, like Barefoot Dreams level softness. So we're gonna take those, and this is where you actually watch the movie. So up here in this little area, there's 4 seats. I think this room is meant for 8 people, but there's 4 actual movie seats designated up top here. And here they have the trays. And then you can just swing around, sit in it, put whatever you want on here, popcorn, candy, maybe bring some of the food that you had for dinner over to here. And then you are able to, of course, recline back, get nice and comfy, and it's heated as well. So your tush can be absolutely burning as you're watching some Avatar, which is the movie that we chose, which happens to be the longest movie that they're showing. So we're really milking this. In terms of audio, there's pure surround sound. So you have a speaker here, for instance, the right channel would be over here, and you have speakers up top over here, both there and there. Look at these curtains. It's like a velvet. Just really great attention to detail. It just feels very luxurious being in this theater. It doesn't like we're about to watch a movie. This is crazy. All right, we're gonna start off with this. I don't even know what it is. I'm just gonna pour this on. Really good start. I just know this is gonna blow me away. This is a pumpkin soup shooter. My read so far is that this would be a really cool place to just like host a bunch of friends if you want to have like your own private movie session. If there's a big movie coming out that you want to see, you guys drop $1,000 for like 8 people. You're spending like a little bit over $100, but you're getting food with it, and then you also get to have your own room where you can just discuss the movie as it's on. There's a ricotta cone. Each one is better than the last. That was my favorite. And we have burrata on some like pear, a fruit maybe. In terms of the meats here, we have a little charcuterie board. He said lamb ham. It tastes like lamb ham though. I think that's an appropriate name. Try out some of the cheese here, provolone. Maybe one of the apricots. And then I will try this hummus dish. All great, great start. Walk in, you're about to watch a movie, but first you get 7 different starters. I'm gonna finish eating a little bit, and then we have the mains coming out. There's 3 of them, and then we'll move on to the movie. Looks great. Start off with the chicken sausage inside with the chicken jus on top. So it's just a bunch of chicken just all together here. Looks great. I love chicken, so I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy this one.
Very good. That is very good chicken in chicken sausage with chicken jus. I'm gonna go for this. Market fish served over lentils. I thought it was caviar at first. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. And then this is a squash salad right here. I like the music playing. There's like good ambiance. It feels like you're at a restaurant. So I guess now it's just finish this up and then wait for the dessert. But I think the movie's gonna be starting before the dessert, so that's the next thing you're gonna be seeing.
All right, so the movie is officially starting. This screen is huge.
and it's for 4 people. This feels like a private theater in a home. I am so cozy right now for the small price tag of $900. You could also just equally lay on the couch, kind of like you're in your living room, and just watch it here, and you just have food in front of you. It really is just like you're at home. Realistically, you're just home. All right, and we just got dessert now, so it's 3 different pastry types. There's like a banana, meringue, and something else here, so I'm gonna give these each a try. Not a big pastries guy, but I do like banana, especially banana bread, so I'm sure I'm gonna like this. That is very good. Not gonna lie, I prefer popcorn and Raisinets. That's just me. But all things considered, the meal was fantastic. Really high quality. I mean, it was just like a Michelin star meal, basically, while we're watching Avatar. All right, guys, so the movie is effectively over now, but that was a lot of fun. The last 3 hours, just was able to lounge out, have some good food. I mean, this was certainly like a high-value movie experience, but if you are with a group, like I said, this is probably something cool to do for like a date night maybe, or if you just want to hang with the boys. But overall, really content with this, and I'll probably be back at some point. This is a cool experience.
The next movie theater we're going to take a look at is this movie theater right here, which is just my living room. So the previous ones you saw are all super decked out, high quality, but every once in a while you just want to sit down on your couch and watch a movie. So this is what the experience is like at home. So one of the biggest pros is that you have nobody around you. You could be loud, you could be on your phone, and you can get as comfy of a blanket as you want and then just lay down completely flat too if you have a couch like this. And then in terms of the entertainment and what you watch, well, it's really limitless. Like you could turn whatever you want on. So in this case, you have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, whatever your streaming service is. But I think the absolute best benefit of watching a movie at home is you can control exactly what you eat. So for instance, I can watch a movie while I prep my Home Chef meal. Really good for multitasking. And if you have one of these swivels, you could even watch while you cook. And Home Chef has the easiest recipes. Like this is one of my favorites, it's the pimento cheese blanket chicken. It's one of their oven ready meals, so it has all pre-chopped ingredients, which makes the prep incredibly easy. And it comes with an oven safe tin, so you can just pop this right in the oven and then throw it up afterwards with no cleanup. Actually feels like a cheat code. And voila, so after about 5 minutes of total prep, I mean all the pre-chopped ingredients, I just put it all together in a mixing bowl, and then I laid out the chicken here. I'm gonna be skipping the broccoli because I'm protein focused right now, but the oven is basically preheated, and I was watching the Lego movie as I'm cooking. So one of the benefits of the movie theater at home or in your living room is they're able to be dynamic. You can cook, you can just watch the movie on your couch, you could do work. You have much more options than if you're just actually at a movie theater. So let me pop this in, and then in 25 minutes this will be done. We'll eat up and then continue watching the movie. All right, get nice and cozy, and then in 25 minutes we'll get my food. But in the meantime, I mean, this is my favorite in terms of comfort. It really doesn't beat this. I guess the one thing is that since it's bright out right now, there's no way to like get rid of the natural light. So you can't really get involved in the movie too much because you know it's daylight. Whereas at the movie theaters, there's a lot of darkness, so you're able to just focus on the screen in front of you. But it takes you a little bit out of it, but I still love this. Okay, so it's officially been 25 minutes, so I'm going to retrieve my Home Chef meal right now. But one of the good things about watching a movie at home is that you can pause it, which you can't do at any other theater. Let's go ahead and retrieve the meal and then eat and continue watching. Ooh, it smells good, looking good. Yep. And now I can eat this while I watch. This is hitting. And Home Chef has a variety of meal options like protein-packed, vegetarian, and calorie-conscious meals. And all finished. I really do think the best part about Home Chef is that you can dispose of this so easily, so there's literally no cleanup whatsoever. So you don't have to take 30 minutes at the sink just doing dishes afterwards. You can just take your oven-safe tin and then just dispose of it. And all finished. Now I can continue watching my movie. So thank you to Home Chef for sponsoring this video. Head to the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to get 50% off and free shipping on your first Home Chef box using code SAMBUCHA50. All right, let's move on to the next theater. The next movie theater we're at is Cinemark. Cinemark is one of the major chains alongside AMC and Regal. Cinemark is typically known for having really nice screens. This one, for instance, is an XD Cinemark. We're gonna go inside, see what the food is like, see what the popcorn tastes like, see what these seats look like, and ultimately see where it stacks up against the other movie theaters in this video. Let's go ahead and go inside. Now, a little bit of bias. I love Cinemark. They may be my favorite, maybe my second favorite. Let's see what they got. All right, officially inside the Cinemark. We don't actually have tickets to a movie, so we have to go ahead and purchase one right now. So I'm gonna try to find one of the best theaters and maybe a movie that doesn't have that many people in it, just so we can kind of act as we'd like. So it's 104. These are the movies playing. So I think the only movie to do here actually is Avatar because they offer it in XD like I showed you out there. So we're gonna go ahead and book this because it starts soon. And all right, not bad for the matinee pricing. Pricing wise, that might be the fairest. Something I've never seen at a movie theater is mobile ordering. So I don't know if you could DoorDash Cinemark food or popcorn, but if so, that is incredibly smart because people love movie theater popcorn. If you're watching movies at home and you want movie theater popcorn, Cinemark might got you. They have fresh food at Cinemark, so they got pretzels, chili cheese dog, chicken tenders. I think they collabed with Pizza Hut, so you can get Pizza Hut pizza here at Cinemark. I'm still eyeing those cheese fries though, so I'm gonna order those and I'll get like a themed concession. So unfortunately, they didn't have a lot of themed foods or anything like that. We did see on the slushy machine, there's some like Avatar flavors. I think it's just reskinned cherry and they call it like Avatar cherry. But I have the popcorn here because of course we have to test the popcorn at each chain. Let me get one more. It's good. So now we're just waiting for the loaded bacon fries. We have a beeper right here, very professional. It's like a restaurant. Then we're gonna go inside, check out these seats, and see if they have like any games or anything like that too. So far, so good. So this is what the bacon fries look like. Oh, wow. I'm not gonna lie, that looks crazy good for movie theater fries. Now, it did take like 10 minutes for this to come, so we were waiting there for a bit, so we're a little bit late to the movie, but I think these might be worth it. So I'm gonna give this a healthy try. That's as good as you can get at a movie theater for loaded fries. Good job on the food and popcorn. Now let's check out the seats. All right, so this is our theater right here. Hashtag upgrade to XD. This is like their big one, front and center, biggest theater in the entire lot. So let's go in and see what the seats look like.
I ain't gonna believe this place.
So I have an entire tray table in front of me that swivels like so. And then you could also fully recline, so look at this. This is definitely the best recline of any seat because I'm basically completely flat. Like I am 180 right now. Another thing about this theater is this screen. It's not that wide, but it's so big. It's like a massive 4K TV. There's also a bunch of different speakers. I think there's like 25 different ones across both sides. So this might be surround sound, some like Dolby system, but it's very sophisticated. All right, so that was Cinemark. I honestly really enjoyed the seats. The food was really good. I thought the pricing was really solid, and there's a lot of chains, so you can access these pretty easily. All things considered, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably my favorite one yet, given the value and everything. The only thing that I wish they did have is in between the seats. If you're with like, in my case, like my fiance, I'd like to pull that thing up so we could cuddle. It's kind of like single seats. That's the only thing though I could say bad about this. Other than that, Cinemark was a really good spot. Let's move on to the next spot.
The next theater we're at is iPic Theater here in Fort Lee, New Jersey. And this theater is basically a premium dine-in theater that has everything from your luxury reclining seats all the way to top level food. And I even think there's a restaurant inside as well. I'm excited for this. Let's go inside and see what we have here.
All right, so since it's a luxury theater, the first thing I noticed is they have an entire restaurant here called City Perch. Right now it looks to be closed because it's quite early. It's like 11 a.m. right now, but an entire bar in the middle. It actually runs all the way back. So I guess like before the movie, you're able to just get like a gourmet meal at a restaurant. All right, this is what the bathrooms look like. Again, this is a movie theater. Most of the movie theaters, there's like pee on the ground. There's just a bunch of urinals, but here you got this like really, look at the feng shui nature of this. Like it's just very relaxing to pee here. And then you have your stalls and everything, marble countertops. Still shouldn't take a bathroom break during the movie though. There's really nice decorations everywhere, so they definitely go all out. It's the winter right now, so you're gonna have a lot of the Christmas themed stuff out. But garlands, you saw the Christmas tree up front, and just like a host of really cool decorations. So here's the main area. This is like the concourse where you access all the auditoriums. This is cool. It's like little director chairs. Wonder if I could sit on it. But I don't break it. Hope I don't break it. So this is what it feels like to direct. Oh, look at this, and then like a wall of books. That's cool. So they made like an entire mural out of those books. We're here early, so the concessions aren't currently open, but this is what it looks like. So of course you have your classic candies, so you'll find Sour Patch Kids, Swedish Fish, you have your Skittles, different types of chocolate, Raisinets, and then you have a host of different alcohols and waters, still sparkling, anything like that. And this is where it gets intense. It looks like you have a pizza oven there. There's the menu up there. They serve everything from like spicy tuna on crispy rice, all the way to, of course, popcorn. All right, we're approaching the theaters. I think there's maybe 8 to 10 total auditoriums here. We're gonna be going to the largest one. So this one has the biggest screen. This is the most seats in it. And this is where you get, I think, the most servers also. 6, 7, okay, there we are. So we're gonna be at the very end over here. So here's the show times. This is what's playing in which theater. So I believe this theater is going to have Avatar. All right, let's go inside. Whoa.
Whoa, this is crazy. All right, the first thing I notice is that there's a lot of space between each seats, and the seats have blankets on them. I'm gonna save some of the details for getting to our seats, but for now, I mean, very insane. I think even like the wall has this like soundproofing built into it, so it kind of like keeps all the sound within. I'm not like a big audio guy, but I think that's what it does. I like the color too. Orange seats. I feel like they're usually red, right? Red or black. So right here, they're like these mini pods. You sit down here, and it's like your own little world. It's kind of like a first class or business class cabin. All right, so they just turned the lights down, so we're officially in movie mode. Sorry. All right, blanket on, and then I see two buttons here, so I'm gonna press this one first, and this is the recliner. So let's see the level of recline I get. Okay, pretty standard. And then this button, okay, that just brings it back. So that's just the other recliner button. I'm gonna show you this button right here, but I'm not gonna press it because I think this is what brings the waiters to your table. So if you press this, this is how you're able to access then the dine-in feature. All right, I am going to order a bunch of food, and then we're gonna start watching this movie, and we're gonna see ultimately what the food tastes like, because I feel like that is the big attraction here. All right, so we ordered the drinks about 2 minutes ago. They have like a slew of cocktails, so we got 2 of those. So let's see how long it takes to get, and I'm just curious where they appear from, because there's a couple different entrances. All right, here he is. Ooh, that was quick. Hello.
All right, you got our normal gin.
Thank you.
Lavender lemonade. That's
Thank you. All right, so I got the lavender lemonade here. This is my cocktail. Nice and purple, my favorite color. Look how pretty that looks. Oh, that's good. I might get too spoiled. If this is like the standard now that you can access for a movie theater. Let's wait to see what the food looks like. But so far, one sip of the cocktail, I'm really enjoying myself. I know it's illegal to show the actual movie, so we can't show more than like a second, but right now we're watching, I think, Devil Wears Prada 2 commercial as we wait for our food. All right, the food is here. Wow, that looks so good.
So we got the lobster roll. We use real lobster with the potato chips. And over here we got the bison burger. Sweet and spicy bacon is served with sweet potato fries.
All right, I'm very excited for this. First start off with one of their sweet potato fries. It's like restaurant grade. Like, this is actually really solid. And then the bison burger. I've had a bison burger once before, but not like this. That was good. Wow. And then I'm gonna try the lobster roll, and this thing is a 360 Lazy Susan style, so I can just do that. And now I have this entree. So let's give this a try. I love me a good lobster roll. The food has been the strong point of this experience so far. Towards the bottom here, so if you are in the first row, you end up getting these like little like lounge areas where they're not like fully 180 degrees flat, but they do look a little bit more reclined than what you get up there. So I guess they're trying to beat the allegations that the first row is the worst row by giving you these increased kind of like cuddlers. Like if you're with somebody, there's nothing in between you, and it just looks like a bed basically that you can lay down in. Let me simulate this. Let's see if my neck actually hurts from watching in this bed. It is a pretty pleasant experience, I'm not gonna lie. It's not that bad, because usually the first row is the worst row, as everybody knows, but here, it's still the worst row, but it adds like a fun dynamic to it, so you don't absolutely hate yourself watching this for 2 hours. All right, and then here's our next course now, guys. So we got this harvest bowl, which just has a bunch of fresh fruits and veggies mixed together, and then sticky rice and tuna, so it's like these little like bite-sized appetizers with mini like caviar on top, and then like peppers, wasabi, soy sauce, teriyaki. Let's go ahead and give this a bite. It's good. Let's try this harvest salad. Veggies. This wouldn't be my #1 dish. Honestly, these were really strong. Couldn't take even another one. I'm actually very full now, so I think for the next hour and a half, however long the rest of this movie is, I'm just going to knock out. All right, the movie just ended. Just realized there was elevators to go to and from. We were going up the stairs manually, but nonetheless, that movie was honestly pretty solid overall too. We watched The Housemaid. There was like a really cool twist at the end. But in any case, in terms of the actual theater, this theater was certainly the most luxurious so far. It had the best food. I think it had the best seats, and basically the experience itself was just really top notch. You're definitely paying for what you get, and it depends on like what type of moviegoer you are. If you're somebody who definitely wants to have like a locked-in experience, I wouldn't recommend it because there's so much stuff kind of happening with the servers and the food. But if you are somebody who who just generally wants to like watch a movie and just have a decent time just with whatever, I think it's a really cool spot to go. That's iPic Theater, so now let's move on to the next theater, and it's gonna get even crazier.
The next type of movie theater we're at is a local theater. So we're currently at Hawthorne Theater. I've actually been here before if it looks familiar, because I did a bit in which I went inside with popcorn taped to me, and then I ordered a pizza to me in the seat, and then the general manager, George, came up and gave me popcorn because he saw that we were having fun with the camera. So since then, I've been in touch with George. He invited us to come back for this video, and now the local theater I'll be reviewing is this one. So let's go ahead and see what Hawthorne Theater is like full and through and give it a thorough review. I think we're even gonna meet up with George, and we're getting access to a secret room in a movie theater that nobody has ever seen before. So I'm really excited about that. But again, let's just review the theater and see what we got in our hands here. All right, so we're gonna get our tickets. It's like a classic ticket booth here. Hi, how are you? Great. Can we do 2 tickets to Marty Supreme? Fun getting tickets on site. You get to just like view all the show times, have a human interaction. Oh, thank you so much. Ticket secured. Now we're going inside and we're gonna hopefully see our friends. What's up, Anthony?
How you doing?
Good. I like the decorations and stuff.
Thank you.
All right, so this is Anthony. You guys remember him, of course, from last video. We're gonna be seeing Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme, awesome. All right, so you guys are gonna be in theater 2.
Okay.
So it's gonna be straight across and around the corner.
Awesome. All right. Thanks,
All right,
Anthony. Good
enjoy.
seeing you. So here we are inside the theater. I think we have to start here by getting some concessions. So let's get some popcorn. So it's all classic here. We have candy, popcorn, fountain drinks, and they do have some nachos as well. So they do have some other non-popcorn items. So I think I'm gonna maybe go ahead and get that. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Can we do 1 small popcorn and then nachos? Food secured. We're gonna go ahead and hit theater 2. We're actually gonna pop into Avatar just so we can get another viewing of one, despite the fact that I have Marty Supreme tickets. Because when you're at a theater like this, there's no reserved seating. You just pop in and sit wherever you want. All right, so we obviously can't show the screen here, but we do wanna show you the seating experience and what things look like. And I think 5 may be the largest theater. I just think Avatar commands the largest screen. James Cameron's budget's insane. But let's go ahead and check this out.
All at once.
All right, so we're officially inside the theater. We're gonna plop here in the back. They have the previews playing right now, so a few people are watching it, but for the most part, not too bad. Let's try the food, and then let's take a walk around to see what else they got in. I think the movie's about to begin. Last time I tried the popcorn, if you'll recall, George actually gave me the popcorn for free, as I had mentioned. So I've actually tried this popcorn before. I am quite a fan, so let's give this a try. This is local theater popcorn. And in terms of the nachos, I mean, nachos in the sense that there's nacho chips and nacho cheese. So not nachos in the sense that you're gonna like have a pour over of nachos. Here's my nacho, AKA a chip with cheese. Serviceable. I probably wouldn't get nachos again here, but popcorn for sure. So here's George again from the Hawthorne Theater. He's given us special access to the projection booth, so he's gonna show us what's in there. So thanks again, George. Good to see you.
Sam, come on in. Let me show you how this all works.
So when I walked into the projector room, George showed me how they play the movies, and the movies are being sent to the theater by satellite to this box, or they can send an actual hard drive with the movie on it. Then they put the drive into the server, then the projector can play the movie. They then from here add trailers, commercials, and all the different cues to turn the lights on and stuff, and the movie will effectively begin. And what's cool is it's all automated, so they don't have to like sit there in the projector box, so they can just have the movies running all day. But it's really cool to see the room where they play the movies, and it's really interesting to see the behind the scenes and how the projectors actually go. I mean, overall, I really like this theater. The food was great, the ambiance is nice, and the seats were also pretty comfy. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Hawthorne probably 3rd rated right now. It's not gonna be competing with the luxury dogs, but for what it is, Hawthorne is a great theater. So shout out to George and Anthony for doing a great job and holding it down. But with that said, let's move on to the next theater.
We are currently at the most popular movie theater chain in all of America, AMC. AMC is a part of the big 3 with Regal and Cinemark. You've seen the other ones thus far. Now we're going into the big dog to end things. AMC is known for having just like pretty standard overall chain things. Like they have good popcorn, they have pretty solid seats, they have good entertainment, and of course, good movies. Let's go inside and see what this AMC looks like and where it ultimately ranks. Who knows? This could be the best one yet. Let's do this. I wonder what seat we're gonna get. What movie have we not seen so far? Ooh, Avatar. This is our 6th time seeing Avatar. Okay, so it looks like there is, oh nice, a Prime 3D Avatar that just started. Wonderful. So about $2 per ticket more expensive than Cinemark for not even the Prime seat. Interesting. So value-wise, a little bit different. So they actually have the same buckets as they did at the Regal 4D theater, because they had this Anaconda one that wasn't actually available, but I think we could actually get it here now. And then of course the SpongeBob bucket below, which we ended up getting. So I'm actually now optimistic. I think we're gonna get some unique things here. So we're gonna do the Anaconda popcorn bucket, and then can I do a hot dog as well? All right, so just got it. $45 for a hot dog and Anaconda popcorn. Does this go inside of here?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So they have mobile order here as well. So if you're at your seat and you decide you want something, you can just place that order there too. But have the Anaconda, so I have to slide this in. I'm waiting for the hot dog, and then we're gonna find our seats. So apparently this could just slide right in. All right, it does. Not that snug though. Bro, there's no way. This is so jank. How is it? And then you just reach through. This is so unstable. There's like 3 different moving parts here. This is what it looks like though when you get your popcorn out of it. You can't even get a full fistful. This is the most popcorn you can get from a single pull. Good for solving like the obesity crisis, but bad for everything else. Not my favorite. Regal and Cinemark mogging it in terms of popcorn. Who knows, maybe this hot dog can make up for it. All right, and here we have our AMC feature fare hot dog. Doesn't get much more American than this. Hot dog at the movie theater. A bright spot on this stained experience. I'm really only mad about the popcorn bucket. Everything else is fine. So it just dawned upon me that it may be that the popcorn has to go directly in this and you don't just put this inside, despite that being clearly the easiest way to go about this, but whatever. So if I have to manually do some work, then I'll do this. There we go. Okay, so it's basically 1 for 1, so you kind of get like a full bucket. It's like the same as like an extra large popcorn. Ah, then it works. Okay, you know what? I feel better about this. Not really, but at least it actually works now and it plugs in. This is the corridor of AMC to enter the different theaters. You have your movie posters on the wall. Otherwise, it's pretty bare bones. Not much kind of happening here. We're about to work our way into the theater. Let's see what this theater looks like, and let's get ready to watch Avatar in AMC with my new popcorn bucket for $37. That hardly works. This has laser projection. I don't know what that means, but laser projection sounds pretty cool. This is also the biggest theater in the house. Once again, that's the pros of getting Avatar. You just default to their most like premium theater. We're getting the full experience. Let's see what these seats look like. All right, so we are at the seats. They do have a reclining function, but notably there's no heating function. So there's not heated seats, but look how big this theater is. This might be the biggest theater yet. Not a lot of people in here though, but this could probably fit like 200 people. And there's speakers all alongside, so it's really loud. But outside of that, it's a pretty tiny screen for as big as the theater is. But let me go ahead and see how much this reclines, because I'm gonna compare this directly to Cinemark, which is currently the leader for the recline. All right, here we go.
Mother and I come to a decision.
Not the best, not the worst. You definitely have some recline, but not as much as I'd ultimately like. Overall, it's fine. It's exactly what to expect from an AMC seat. As a side note, I've watched this scene at least 6 times now. Now, one of the good parts about AMC seats is that you're able to pull this up. So by doing that, you can then cuddle with the person next to you if you want. So if you're here with your wife, your girlfriend, whoever it may be, you can just sit down at the seats and then you guys can watch the movie together, almost like you're at home. So that is the best part of the AMC seat. All things considered, I'd have to give AMC, at least this specific one, like a 5.2 out of 10. I mean, even the theater I wasn't loving. The seats were like okay, but then the fact that like the movie screen didn't match the size of the overall complex was a bit weird. But overall, this was not it. This might have been the worst one yet.
All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. Let me know which theater was your favorite. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content, make sure to click here or click here. Otherwise, subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Oh, God, my head. Oh, that really does not feel right. God, I need to stop leaving Prince of Persia on the floor. Seek medical attention? Well, I gotta go. What if there's permanent damage or worse? Oh. Time to break the Lenovo seal. Wait, is this a map? I just shorted the crap out of it. This thing doesn't have genitals. 400 FPS? The fan went full speed like 7 times. Now nothing. Ah, there it is. YouTube, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Meet Lenovo. Alright, what have I got today? So this is what I believe to be a Google Meet conference computer of some kind. You can tell it's a computer because of this. But from what I understand about this thing, you're supposed to hook up a really big webcam to it, and then you talk to your mom. If your mom is your boss. See, this is kind of more of like a corporate type thing. You wouldn't find this thing in your home. The reason it's in my home is so that I can cause irreparable harm. So let's get started. So I don't know the first thing about taking this apart. There's this big old rubber thing on the bottom. I guess that's a good place to start. Maybe? There's not like a single screw hole on this thing. There's not even an obvious place to like start prying it. That being said, I do assume we're gonna have to pry something. Here's the hood iFixit kit. Oh, what the? It's sticking. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a magnet. Oh, we have lots of magnet. Yo! What the heck? Why would they... What? Are you telling me that Lenovo knows how magnets work? That's insane. Nobody knows how magnets work. Hold on. The ultimate test. Oh, look at that. They all just stopped moving. Wow. Is this whole thing a magnet? Wait, hold on. We can kind of find where the magnet is. Hold on. There's more where that came from. So based on my highly scientific model here, we have 10 magnets. That's impressive. But how many magnets do I have? 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. You did pretty good, Lenovo. But I have 19 magnets. Better luck next time. Anyway, we should probably put these away. So now that we know that crucial information, still gotta figure out how to open up this thing. Okay, what is this? GQE50L Google Meet Series 1 Room Kit. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have an iFixit tutorial for this one. Okay then, we're on our own, guys. Just me and all 125,000 of you. Truly all alone. So there's like adhesive under there, but that's like gonna come off once and then we'll never go back again. I know earlier I said that I'm down to cause irreparable harm, but like, I don't know. I don't need to, unless I do. I don't know. Is there like a hidden screw? No. Wait, maybe? Sometimes you can feel like screw posts through stickers. Ah, what the hell? Why not? Nope. See, this is what I meant by irreparable harm. This is never gonna stick as well ever again. See, look at that. It's lifted for all eternity. All right, well, off comes the rubber. Oh my god. No! No! Irreparable harm has been caused. I shouldn't be this upset about this, but I am. Whoa, that's interesting. Look at the pattern that they applied the adhesive with. What the heck kind of process is that? They got CNC machines with little tiny glue sticks on the end that just go... That's kind of cool. Anyway, me and the boys looking for some irreparable harm to cause. Yeah. Them city gamers ain't even know how to skin a Lenovo. Yeah, look at that. The whole thing is like that. It's like... Wait, is this a map? So here's the focal point. You can see there's a path. Point. You can see there's a path going this way. There's a pretty open corridor right here, and then there's one diagonally going this way. There's a skinny section we could take around the mound here, but I'm not sure where to go from here. Okay, well, we'll figure that one out another time. That's filthy. But we found our screws. You know how we're taking this thing apart? LTTstore.com. Hey, guess what Linus did? Gaming? He gave me some special Bringus buttons to buy a screwdriver with. They're down here in the description. Buying through these affiliate links directly supports my channel. Plus, they get you the best multi-bit screwdrivers ever made. Anyway, time to break the Lenovo seal. Okay, now what? Oh, hold on. We do a bit of prying. We must go where no LTT screwdriver has gone before, in a hole smaller than 8 millimeters across. Time to see what's inside the Google Meet computer. Wow, would you look at that? It's like a laptop in a box. SATA M.2. Couldn't have sprung for NVMe? Okay, I see how it is. How much of the denotated stuff do we got? A-Pacer. A-Pacer for industrial. Oh my lord, 2 gigabytes. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. We will address that later. CPU, I imagine, is under here, which is our, what was it? 8th gen Intel i7. Okay. Oh my, look at this. It's the world's tiniest BIOS battery. Look at that thing. That's 12 millimeters across. Why are you so small? Here's you, also you, still you. The Ethernet controller she tells you not to worry about. Wi-Fi card. Can't you stick like a PCI Express adapter into these things? I don't know, I've seen Dawood do it a few times. That might be kind of fun. Anything under the fan? I don't know, let's find out. Oh hey, what's up little man? Hey, I'll catch you later. Well, now that we've seen what's inside, let's try turning it on. Which is gonna be easier said than done because of that. Yeah, that's our power plug. Kinda looks like a Ghastly or something. Yeah, I don't have that. But let's see, I think I have something close. I have like that as a plug. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Oh, this thing, hold on. So it can take 19 volts, which is like your standard laptop charger voltage, or 54 volts, which I believe is PoE. Conceivably, I could use this to power it. Probably? I don't know. Maybe this is why this one's got the big Chungus controller? Either way, I don't have any spare DDR4. I also have nothing that uses PoE. You guys know what that means.
It's time for a trip to the e-waste store.
I found a PoE-enabled network switch, and we hooked it up to the port right here that has a little lightning bolt on it. But turns out that this is not PoE as you traditionally would think of PoE. This doesn't receive power, it gives it out, which is exactly the opposite of what we want. So the network switch with PoE did not power it. So this is my only attack vector. Considering the official AC adapter for this is $168 on eBay, I have decided we're gonna rough it. However, I did get a 16 gigabyte stick of RAM. Extremely dedicated. So we'll stick that in when the time comes, but for now, I just want to get this thing powered on. Oh, I almost forgot. I also got a Cactus brand SSD, 128 gigabytes, Human Slime Edition, commercial grade. That's how you know it's good stuff. As gaming as this is, it's not going to help us right now, though. Right now, I got to figure out how we can power it with this guy. Oh, what the heck? There's another SODIMM slot on the back. I could have bought 2 8s. I just bought a single 16. Well, that kind of sucks. All of this stuff was on the bottom, so you're not normally supposed to see this. I mean, well, to be fair, you're not normally supposed to get into this thing at all. But it's just kind of interesting that they have just an SD card slot there. And then what is this guy? It says Coral.ai, Google LLC. This is a custom board by Google. M.2 accelerator with dual edge TPU. What the heck? What is it though? Performs high-speed ML inferencing. Each coprocessor is capable of performing 4 trillion operations per second. Is that impressive? Oh shoot, 400 FPS? All right, yep, that's all I needed to read. This is literally the most gaming card I've ever seen. 400 FPS, are you serious? Oh my goodness. Oh man, I've got high hopes for this thing now. 400 FPS, here we come. Okay, so these 4 on the outside, those are all going to be ground. And then one of these is 54 volts, and then one of them is 19 volts. So now my job is to figure out which one's which without completely blowing this whole thing up. Okay, so when I touch these two guys together, he screams. And by doing that, we can figure out when 2 things are connected together. The outside of this RJ45 and the outside of this one. They're electrically connected. They're both grounded. You can tell because these little copper things right here are on the ground plane. So you can touch one there, touch one here. They're all ground. Housings on the outside of connectors are almost always on ground, including this one right here. Look at that. But we can use any points here on the ground plane to connect the minus terminal of our 19 volt connection. But finding where to stick the positive terminal is a little trickier. And now if I knew what I was doing, this is the part where I would tell you exactly how to do that. But this is Bringus Studios, ladies and gentlemen, and we have exhausted my knowledge. There's definitely 2 different voltages coming through here though, because these are 2 very separated areas. We only need to power the 19 volt pin to get this thing to turn on, I'm fairly certain. The 54 volt pin is only when you want to use the PoE features, which we don't. So the way I'm thinking about this is, if you apply the wrong voltage to a circuit, bad things can happen. But usually it's only bad when you put too much voltage through a circuit. So my thinking here is that we can put 19 volts through either one of these, and if it lands on the 19 volt side, sick. And if it lands on the 54 volt side, not sick, because it won't turn on, but it shouldn't cause damage because putting 19 volts where 54 volts is expected is not that bad. So it shouldn't do any damage, right? Don't learn anything from this section, by the way. I have no idea what I'm doing. So let's do it. Gonna stick the power supply clamp right onto that guy right there. Okay, and we'll put ground right here. All right, power supply on. All right, if this fan spins, we're in business. Power button was here, so this should be it. Let's see. Nope. Okay, power supply off. We'll try a pin on the other side. Power supply on. Oh, it doesn't like that. The power supply dropped to 0 volts. Usually that means I'm shorted to something. You know what I really should have checked? To see if any of the pins in here are ground. Yeah, they totally are. I just shorted the crap out of it. That should be okay. That one particular pin was ground. Very cool. All right, well, let's try this one. Wait, nope. Let's try this one. Power supply on. Oh, Did you see that? It spun. I saw it. Oh, there it goes again. So the fan just spins and then stops. I think it's trying to start? Okay, well, I know which pin is the right pin. This one right here. So now all we gotta do is find out which pad that is. Okay, it's that one. Ground connection here now, and a 19-volt connection here now. Now that we've done that, I can screw the wire... Bruh. There we go. As I was saying, the wires can be put into these terminal blocks.